During this class, we're only working with two web languages. We're working with HTML and we're working with CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. You'll notice that inside of Canvas, you can link to go to my sample pages, but I'll also be embedding code samples, which I've got uploaded at GitHub. I will teach you more about GitHub as we progress, but you can go into the assignments and you can see my sample code right there. I do believe the best way to learn to code is from examples of code that you modify and make your own. So you're welcome to look at my examples, but please don't just copy and paste and use mine. You won't get credit for the assignment. You need to do your own unique code with your own unique set of styles. So if you go to the link to my site, which will all be at web105.mccdgm.net, you'll see that I have a simple related example. It may not exactly match your assignment, but I've got an example for each assignment. Now, I don't typically go into brackets to discuss the code. I like to use the tools inside of Firefox because this is the way web designers are really adjusting content on their pages today. So if you want to check my code and see how it works, you can right-click and you can choose View Page Source. But if you want to interact with my code, you can choose Inspect Element. And that's how I'm going to show you how the different code works. So you'll notice that I have body styles. And my code is right here where I have background with the number, the font, family, and that general information. So I can change if I wanted to test in here. Let's say I don't like that color for background. Maybe I want to go to something in the range of teal. And then I can go lighter, I can go darker, I can go very dark. I can go into a shade of more purple. And okay, I like that pale purple. If I'm happy with that, you'll notice that it's already gone, but if I wanted to change that here, let's try that again. It will stay here, and then I can take the code and I can copy and paste this into my editor so that I have the exact color I want. I also have my font family. This is just the general paragraph fonts, anything that I don't specifically override. Now for my H1 tags, now that I've changed the background, I don't like that font color. Again, I can go into here and I can pick something else. So I could go almost black. There we go, really dark blue. I could change my text alignment. Left, right, or center. And you can see I've defined all of these in my style tag. H1 style equals font family, color, and I'm using RGBA values here, and then my font size. And if I don't like that font size, let's say I want it to be significantly larger, I could take it from 45 to 55 to 75 pixels. And you have to have the pixels or it won't apply. So you can test here, but they aren't going to stay this way. You can copy and paste your styles if you're checking your own work into your actual code. I actually typically work with dual monitors to make that easier. But you can see how something's going to look before it's actually applied. Now I'm going to go back to we've got the style editor. We don't have an external style sheet, so it's not showing because this is internal. But I'm going to go back to brackets and show you the full version of this page. So this is what the page looks like in brackets. You can see that I've added styles to the body, and I do this by inside my HTML tag, I add the style tag, and then I've set the background color, the font family. Each H1 tag has a font family, a text align, and a font size. For H2, I've included these fonts. You'll notice this is a comment. I include Comic Sans because it drives the graphic designers crazy. I want all of my H2 styles to be the same. So typically once I code one, I copy and paste it to the others. So this is just your first introduction of adding some simple cascading style sheets. This is known as an inline style because you put it in the same line as your HTML code.